Hit a 7-iron in the back tier, and not a tough putt. And again, to catch him, you got to make some birdies somewhere.
Now it's 6.
And I had gotten very lucky here. I drove it in the right rough and caught a tree actually coming out of there. And again, not a fluke, but nice to see.
And at 8, your tee shot?
With a 4-iron, one of the best shots I hit all week. It went right at the flag, and I think I'm swinging better. You know, Paul, my teacher, came down on Thursday and watched, and you know, I hit a lot of shots like that this week. Very few went 2 feet from the hole.
That took you to 14 under, then to 12.
This I hit a big drive. Been hitting driver all week and had about a 65-yard shot. I saw Scott Gumps take the spin coming back, and you know, after missing a short putt. But this is a little uphill. I didn't have very far. I had about 220.
This is the biggest shot of the day.
Well, you know, it's a sucker pin, and I'm hitting a big cut in there, and this is unbelievable. But
do you think it was wet?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to kid anybody. I'm laughing with Joe, and again, not a difficult putt. But I'm not used to making these, and when I make them, I seem to make them all. But obviously, I needed to regroup, and I get pretty emotional out there. In 17 and 18, you can make anything. But again, a downhill putt, and I barely hit this, and it's just going and going. And right then, I know it's in.
Oh, you had this place rocking. Fred Couples in the clubhouse with us.
This is a shot here. We talked about it.
This is going at the scoreboard, and all I'm trying to do is just make sure I cut it. And again, I'm taking too much club, and if it overcuts, it's going to go into the gallery. But, you know, I mean, that's a shot I don't feel uncomfortable with. 10 years ago, I might not have hit it as good, but and here's a putt, you know, up through the swale, the first 5 or 6 feet. And, you know, I'm better at this distance sometime than 4 feet, but I was glad it rolled up that close.
That was just a magical finish. I mean, that's one of those things you got to just smile so much you might hurt your lips.
Well, you know, I was biting my lip walking up half the holes. I was kind of laughing and chewing on it. But again, you know, I haven't won in a long time on our tour. I've won a couple other places, so I just feel great about the way I played, and it was fun.
Did you ever think, did you know that you had a 3-shot lead, that second shot? Would you have played it safer had you known?
You know, stupid is probably the way, not safe. Again, it was not that hard. I drew a good lie. I'd have probably done the same thing. You know, chipping out, then you wedge it over the green or way short and 3-putt or do anything. I just assume I can hit those. And as long as, now if it was a hook, I probably would have laid up. A draw is hard for me, but it was not that difficult.